At a cement manufacturing plant, workers were performing maintenance on a large industrial cement roller with some personnel positioned inside the equipment when it suddenly activated and began rotating at high speed, trapping workers inside the spinning machinery. This incident clearly demonstrates the catastrophic and fatal consequences of failing to implement proper lockout/tagout procedures before entering or working on industrial equipment. Cement rollers, kilns, and rotating equipment generate a tremendous force that instantly crushes anyone caught inside when activated. Equipment can restart from remote controls, automatic timers, accidental switch activation, or other workers unaware that personnel are inside without proper lockout procedures. At a construction site, 2 hydraulic cranes were rigging an excavator to lower it into a deep excavation when the combined weight exceeded their stability limits. Both cranes tipped forward simultaneously and were dragged over the edge into the excavation along with the suspended excavator. This incident clearly demonstrates catastrophic failure in lift planning and the consequences of exceeding equipment capacity during tandem lifting operations. All dual crane lifts require detailed engineered lift plans calculating exact load weight, each crane's capacity at specific radius and configuration, ground conditions, and load distribution between cranes. In a fabric manufacturing plant, a worker was operating an industrial lathe during routine production when a momentary lapse in attention caused her to position her hand too close beneath the rotating mechanism. The lathe immediately grabbed her hand and pulled it into the machinery. She managed to withdraw her hand before complete entanglement, but suffered multiple broken fingers from the crushing force. This incident clearly demonstrates how momentary inattention around rotating machinery causes serious injuries, and the critical importance of maintaining constant awareness and proper hand positioning. Machine guards must prevent hands from reaching rotating parts, pinch points, and nip zones during operation. In a textile factory, a worker standing near an operating lathe became drowsy and began leaning forward from sleepiness. To catch himself from falling, he grabbed onto the rolling mechanism, but the rotating components immediately caught him and pulled him headfirst into the machinery. A co-worker witnessed the entanglement and rushed to activate the emergency stop, halting the equipment and extracting the worker, who was then laid on the floor. This incident clearly demonstrates the catastrophic dangers of worker fatigue and the fatal entanglement hazards of textile machinery. Workers showing signs of fatigue, drowsiness, or inability to maintain alertness must immediately stop work, notify supervision, and rest before continuing operations near dangerous equipment. In a tire vulcanizing shop, a technician was working on a tire while the owner observed the operation from nearby. When the tire suddenly exploded violently, the worker recoiled from the blast of escaping gas, while the tire itself launched like a projectile, striking the observing owner directly in the face. This incident clearly demonstrates the extreme explosion hazards during tire repair and the critical importance of safety cages and proper observation distances. Tires can explode due to overheating during vulcanizing, excessive pressure, damaged sidewalls, corroded rims, or improper bead seating. Pressure and temperature must be monitored continuously during vulcanizing, following manufacturer's specifications strictly.